The energy company BP has reported the second highest profit in its history. Between April and June, it made £6.9 billion, 3 times as much as in the same period last year. It comes on the back of soaring energy prices, which have left consumers facing big increases to their household bills. Our business correspondent Ramzan Kamali gave us his assessment of BP's results.
It's their second biggest profits ever. It's the biggest in 14 years. It is huge. These are big numbers. And don't forget, these come on the back of last week. We heard from Royal Dutch Shell, and they had massive profits too. The two American oil giants as well, ExxonMobil and Chevron, they've also announced massive profits. So people are starting to wonder, hang on a minute, we're paying a lot more money for our gas and our petrol, yet these companies are making money and making huge amounts of money too. It also comes on the back of today. We heard from one analyst that thinks that the energy price cap could rise to over £3,600 in October. So these profits, yes, for BP and for their shareholders, who are going to get an increase in their dividend of around 10% as well.
And possibly pension holders as well, if pensions are invested in BP. Yeah.
That good news for them, but consumers will be looking at this thinking, hang on a second, we are paying through the nose for our petrol at the moment, and these guys are making money like there's no tomorrow.
So therefore, will it reignite the debate as to whether more money, more profits should go towards helping people pay their household energy bills?
So BP, this time last year, were paying about £100 million in tax on their oil profits. They reckon this time they'll be paying about £1 billion on windfall tax. So they're saying, look, we're already paying as it is. And when we were making losses a few years ago, Shell and BP will argue this, we weren't asking to be subsidised for the losses that we were making. So they feel it is unfair. But there is pressure mounting that, these companies are making huge amounts of money at a time when consumers are suffering, and that, something should be done about this.
Our business correspondent there, Ramzan Kamani. Household energy bills, as he was saying, in the UK could rise even higher than expected this autumn, with the price cap set to go up again in October. The energy watchdog Ofgem had previously warned that the average yearly gas bill will be £2,800. But energy analyst Cornwall Insight say the figure is likely to be £500 more than that, before rising even further next year. Here's Ben Boulos.
In the summer, it's much easier because we don't have to have the heating on, we don't have to use the dryer, I can hang all these clothes on the line.
Ruth, a mother of 2, has already cut back on her energy usage.
Might have to change some of the way that we do things inside the house, and maybe I'll be out here in the cold pegging the washing on the line.
Now, news of another hike in energy bills this autumn is putting the pressure on.
The latest prediction is that it will go up in the autumn to £3,358 a year for an average use household. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, it's just frightening, really, because it's such a huge amount of money, and you can't get round it. There's things that you can't change. When it's winter, we have to put the heating on, we have to put the lights on. Maybe we won't have the heating on as much. Maybe we'll have to put extra jumpers on. But there's some things that you can't change and you can't stop. I still have to wash the clothes. So it's going to be a challenging winter, I think, for everybody.
In April last year, the energy price cap increased, pushing the annual bill for an average household on a variable rate from just over £1,000 to £1,138. Within a year, the price cap had risen to its current level, which puts a typical bill at £1,971. But energy analysts Cornwall Insight think it'll go even higher, to more than £3,358 this October. And these price rises are expected to continue, with families potentially paying as much as £3,729 by this time next year. But while our household bills are soaring, energy firms are making record profits. Shell made £9 billion between April and June. British gas owner Centrica's profits were 5 times higher in the first half of this year compared to the year before. The government says it's providing support worth billions of pounds, including a £400 discount on energy bills for every household in England, Scotland and Wales. But Citizens Advice says the number of people seeking help because they can no longer afford to eat and heat their homes has tripled in a year. Ben Boulos, BBC News.